The man crouched in front of the toilet, scooping up shredded paper from the bowl and stuffing it into his mouth. The stench was overwhelming and made him gag, but he had no choice but to chew faster. Outside, the police were pounding on the door, urging him to hurry. Soon after, Mark walked out of the bathroom with a calm expression. He believed he had destroyed the evidence, unaware that more clues were about to surface. The police escorted Mark into the elevator, but suddenly it malfunctioned and stopped on the second floor. As the door slid open, the broken smoke alarm outside kept spraying water everywhere. With no other option, they bolted for the emergency exit. But at the corner, Mark's girlfriend called. He began updating her on the situation when his eyes suddenly fell on a wristband, the kind used to mark a death certificate at the morgue. It was his wife's. He turned toward the doorway and saw his dead wife glaring at him with cold fury. In the blink of an eye, she was gone. Mark tried convincing himself it was only a stress-induced hallucination, but deep down he was certain his wife was still alive, hiding somewhere, waiting to strike him down. Then the overhead sprinkler stopped, and the police, suspicious of his nervous behavior, confiscated his phone, cutting off his last line of contact with the outside world. Exhausted, Mark slumped to the floor. Suddenly, a noise at the window caught his attention. Cautiously, he went to check and found a glass of red wine sitting on the sill, while his dead wife appeared right behind him. He jolted awake. It was only a nightmare, yet it felt like a warning of his wife's looming revenge. Before he could collect his thoughts, the sound of a ringtone echoed from the morgue next door. Mark followed it into the room, unzipping one of the body bags. Inside was a phone, displaying an incoming call from his wife. He hesitated, then answered, only for the call to end instantly. Opening the contact list, he found nothing but repeated entries of his wife's number. Determined to get answers, he forced himself to dial back. This time, a stranger picked up, a restaurant waiter. When the waiter mentioned he was at the Grand Sand restaurant, Mark's face darkened. He and his wife had been regulars there. The last time they dined, he had caught her acting suspiciously close with an older man. He quickly called his girlfriend, asking her to investigate the man, but she had troubling news of her own. Someone had slipped an envelope under her door. Inside was a USB drive containing secret photos of her with Mark, along with an audio recording of Mark plotting to kill his wife.